Hey, beautiful souls. Whether you're single or in a relationship, this intuitive love tarot reading is meant to find you. If you're new here, welcome to Universal Wisdom Tarot. And if you're returning, thank you so much for being here again. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe for your ongoing spiritual guidance. Let's take a deep breath together and settle in, friends, as we uncover the insights and lessons meant for your highest good. Ready to see what's unfolding? Let's dive in. Hey there, Scorpio. This is your general intuitive love reading, and it covers about a 4-week period from the time you see this video, all right? Now, apologies for my voice. I've come down with a really bad cold, but I wanted to get your readings out. So, bear with me, and thank you for your patience. I've already asked for blessings for the reading. So what we're going to do is we're just going to dive right in and see what the cards have to reveal. Great, Scorpio. So at a very quick glance, your spread looks quite electric. It's very liberating in a way, and it's quite clarifying as it regards your love life. And I'm feeling like there's some kind of creative fire somewhere, but there's also there's some truth, right? And I say that because you see you have 1, 2, 3 wands here, and you have these 2 swords with this Ace of Pentacles. So it's a very interesting sort of mix of cards and the way that they came out. But I feel like you're kind of choosing peace over power struggles in your relationships. Now, in your current general energies, you have abundance, and that's being clarified by the Page of Wands and the Ace of Wands. So the energy around you right now is very alive, and it's alive with possibility. Now, if you are in a relationship, that's great. It just means there's more possibility in that relationship. And if you are not in a relationship and you're single and you're looking for love, it means that there's possibility for that, right? Now, abundance can present itself in many ways, and it can present itself as sort of emotional inspiration. It could be as maybe some creative chemistry. Okay, maybe for some of you, there's sort of a surge of confidence and a surge of desire there. All right. Now, I would also say for you that this is a time of very fresh romantic energy. Okay, right here, lots of fresh romantic energy. And I feel like there's sparks, right? Sparks that fly. And curiosity is what's going to lead you to the right person. Now, if you are in a relationship, there's still sparks. Sparks can always come back, right? It doesn't mean that just because you're in a relationship, spark dies. You can bring it back if you choose to bring it back. You can always reignite something if it feels sort of stale. Or if it isn't stale, you can just take it to the next level, certainly. So there certainly still can be a lot of sparks there and a lot of curiosity. And certainly if you're single, you're attracting attention very easily right now, my friends. Page of Wands is the curiosity, the excitement, and sort of that sense of, what if, what if, what if? What if that guy, what if that girl, what if that person? Okay, so you're in that kind of mode. And the Ace of Wands is like the igniter. For me, the Ace of Wands is always like a match, right? You know, when a match strikes and you hear that first spark comes out of the match before the flame comes. So I feel like there's an ignition of passion, of attraction, and bold beginnings. Now, you have freedom. It's clarified by the Five of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Now, you know, obviously there's a little bit of conflict there. Okay, the Five of Wands is a card of conflict. Maybe it's also a card of competition. So I got to put that out there in case you're feeling there's somebody else in the picture. But, and that might be your case, but I'm feeling it more like conflict in terms of the freedom card. You know, this is the challenges area of the spread. So, you know, this could be internal conflict or external conflict. It could be competition. It could be just misunderstandings. There could be clashing of desires, right? But the Queen of Swords is that card of honesty, okay? So it's also a card of boundaries, of setting boundaries, and a card of emotional clarity. So if you're in a relationship and there's, let's say, passionate energy, there can also always be some conflict, right? It doesn't have to be bad conflict. It could just be misunderstandings, little fights, what have you, or even just some miscommunication, right? The challenge is addressing that. It's addressing the issues directly related to what's escalating that conflict or those misunderstandings. And if you're single, I'd say the spark is there, but maybe you need some discernment, okay? In other words, you have to give some thought to, this is interesting, but is this something I want for the long haul? Is this person somebody I could be with for the long haul, right? You don't want to jump into something and then find out that it's, you know, not great on the other side of that, like, you know, too many months in, all right? Not every spark requires a battle. That's what my guides are telling me. And, you know, challenges could be presenting themselves in the form of power struggles. Okay, so take it how it resonates. You know your relationship situation. Certainly there's some emotional chaos though. Okay. But what's really important is that freedom comes when you choose clarity over control and you choose truth over reaction. All right. Having trouble getting my words out. Apologies. I'm just, this cold is really taking me down, man. Okay, let's get into your last set of cards there, which is your outcome. And I'm loving it because you have blessings clarified by the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. I feel like it's a grounded outcome. It's a very promising outcome because the Ace of Pentacles brings real, tangible opportunity, right? It brings something that you can really, really build on. The Page of Swords is about communication, about honest conversations, just like this Queen, right? But this honest conversation is a little different than this one, right? So at this point, you're speaking your truth for a reason to set the boundaries. Here, you're speaking it because you know you have an equal voice, all right? So, you know, blessings are arriving for you and they come, you know, with fresh perspectives. You know, there's a willingness to learn, I feel, in this, whatever this is, or whatever your situation is. There's a willingness to learn and instead of assuming things, right? So if you are in a relationship, my guides are saying that, you know, when you speak the truth, right? You speak that truth and you speak it calmly, then the relationship can stabilize, maybe even deepen. And there's a renewed sense of commitment. And certainly the knowledge that you want to take some practical next steps with that Ace of Pentacles. If you're single, If you feel like something is I want to call it a chaotic dynamic, you need to communicate your boundaries clearly, and that's going to open the door to the blessings that need to come in for you or that will come in for you, which are really quite exciting. It's what I'm feeling. So a connection that grows through conversation, a connection that might grow through curiosity and shared values. But I do feel, Scorpio, any way you look at it, there's something there that's very stable, something that grows through openness, something that can grow through truth. So basically, you should just let the spark light the path and, as opposed to burning it. All right? And so I'm going to leave you reading there. I hope something resonates. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Really helps me out, and I truly appreciate it. I'll see you again very soon. Until then, please know I am, as always, wishing you divine light and love.